Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Ready, set.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He's looking for a man on second down. Quickly complete.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Offense facing 4th down.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Fast motion from the offense. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Ready?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Belly starter.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll go right back to the run. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Quarterback checking the play. They'll go to the air. They're trying to get to it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Logger. Terrier.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They move the tight end all over. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's got his man. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're throwing this ball to the running back out in the flat. That's essentially an extension of a sweep play, right? But the defender there to bring him down for a gain of no yards.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The quick out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
They'll go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Lining up to add another. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They'll throw it on first down. Coming after it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That's the end of the first quarter.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll try the run. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down to 12.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here comes the option. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Hurricanes are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal. They understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with 2 points.
And the point after is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The play action fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I know that goes down as a completion, but hear me out. Defenses want hits on the quarterback. They want to make him feel uncomfortable. They want him to start seeing some of those ghosts later on. There's one.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see.
Gorilla. Acorn.
touch pass on the jet sweep. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down.
Let's go.
Movement here from the tight end. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you toss the ball to your running back to get him on the edge and try to get some space, but my goodness, there wasn't any space. He broke 1 tackle, but still wasn't enough. More guys coming after him really fast. They got to give him a little bit more space to do some more damage.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Running back goes in motion. Wants to go up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They are perfect on 4th down so far in the 1st half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Paul, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Still on the 34 after the incompletion. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd and 10. Corner's going to give them room. Quick strike complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. These corners backing off a bit. This quarterback part of their running game. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Robinson. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it. It's Robinson. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Fires the pass, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's back to throw on second down. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
To the ground with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Hurricane! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner goes down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Quarterback keeps it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Makes the catch down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
That is a jolt of energy for the offense to get out of trouble in field position, and now all kinds of room to work. Snap it to the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up with 1. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. On the option. Now the pitch. The 10. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
The AT unit on the field. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington State has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been darn near perfection. They're up by 32 over the Royals. For now, it's back to you fellows, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Defense not showing press coverage. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Canes.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Quick pass on the jet motion. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Miami 21, Ole Miss 14.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that... The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wide out in motion. Off play action on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes. when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Tosses it back. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a really unique situation to run the flea flicker, David. I was caught off guard, too. I think normally you run that on 1st or 2nd down. There they went on 3rd down instead of just throwing it conventionally, and I wonder if they wish they would have called something else.
Well, because usually 3rd down, I'm thinking pass, right? So I'm not really biting on that run fake. It's not as big of a priority. Like, 1st down, 2nd down, to me, is a better opportunity to run those, but at least it didn't turn into an interception or a bad play for this offense, just an incompletion.
On 4th down, going to the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left. Receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on and running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but the done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The give and tick, 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 tick.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
From the gun, the ground game. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On the option. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Boise State is putting on an offensive clinic, and about the only thing we haven't seen is the Statue of Liberty play. They're up by 24 over the Royals. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On the option. Now the toss. At the 35, he's open. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Looking to pass on second down. Quarterback moving. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy in front of us.
This offense has a second down play. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And on fourth down, they'll take a knee, but this was just about over. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.